So the main difference between triangulation and methodological pluralism is triangulation is just simply using two or more methods or two or more researchers as a way to come to a conclusion about any particular piece of research that you're doing. Whereas methodological pluralism is using two or more methods, but the methods have to be one qualitative and one quantitative, because the main reason they do this is to try and negate the problems with each of these methods. So, for example, a problem with qualitative methods is they're not very reliable, whereas a problem with quantitative methods is they're not very valid. So if you use both together, it means that you're going to get reliable and valid data. So it's supposed to try and make sure that your research is really thorough and really accurate. Whereas with triangulation, then this is really just to double check the results. So these two methods don't have to be qualitative and quantitative. You could be using two qualitative or two quantitative. Again, you could also use two or more researchers. So you could use one researcher in a room observing and another researcher in a room observing the same situation. And the reason why you're doing that is because if these two people both come to the same conclusion, you've double checked the results and you've found out that they are accurate. So you also, another key thing is with triangulation, you can have two methods, one of which being qualitative and one of which being quantitative. So that would mean that it's both triangulation and methodological pluralism. So the only difference is if it's qualitative and quantitative, it's definitely methodological pluralism and it's also triangulation. Whereas if you use just two qualitative methods, then it's triangulation only. If you use two quantitative methods, it's triangulation only. If you use two researchers only, it's triangulation only. Hopefully that makes sense.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.